This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga, dudes and dudettes. This is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Mezco 112 Collective 5 Ronin Wolverine. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Mezco box, with Wolverine's claws tearing through the packaging, a cherry blossom tree in the background, and the Mezco exclusive sticker on the top right. Turning the box around, we can see an image of 5 Ronin Wolverine. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here's Wolverine out of the box. And man, this is a very interesting piece from Mezco. This is a figure that no one really saw coming, and a lot of us were shocked, and some of us really liked it, and some of us didn't. But for me, I was completely stoked and am absolutely happy that I have this figure in my collection. He's incredibly cool with some amazing soft goods, really fun accessories, and overall just a badass action figure from Mezco. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So Wolverine does come with a good amount of accessories. Starting off, he comes with 2 interchangeable head sculpts, 2 swords with sheaths, a fabric scarf, a pair of close-fisted hands, a pair of gripping hands, 1 open palm hand, and a pair of clawed hands. And lastly, he also comes with a circular base stand with his arms crossed forming an X with his claws. He also comes with a clear articulated arm that articulates at 4 points with a clip. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at 5 Ronin Wolverine. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at 5 Ronin Wolverine. Now this is a very, I will say, unique piece from the rest of the 112 line. Not necessarily unique in the fact that it's another Wolverine, because I believe this is our 5th Wolverine, which I'm cool with because I love Wolverine as a character, but this is a samurai version of Wolverine, and we've never got anything like this in the line. Matter of fact, period, I personally don't remember how many other toy lines there are that have given us a samurai Wolverine, because we all know that Wolverine is a samurai. So I was super stoked when Mezco surprisingly announced this 5 Ronin version of Wolverine in his more samurai garb, and I think it turned out really, really cool. I will say this is probably one of my favorite exclusives that we've ever gotten, because it's perfect for an exclusive. It's not a must-have for a lot of people because it's not a definitive Wolverine look, but it's really cool that we have the option of getting something like this for those who want something a little more unique, which I think this is. So the figure itself looks great. Lots of soft goods on this. The materials just feel nice. Lots of good motions there, like how it's pleated like that, just like an actual samurai pant and whatnot. It is wrapped in the back, just like so, which is really, really nice. I think it looks really good. Even that chest hair, you can kind of see that. If I could darken up my screen here a bit, you see he has a lot of chest hair and whatnot. And even on things like the forearms, that's all sculpted and painted on there. And I'm gonna lift up his legs right here, like our pant legs like that. And you can see he's wearing those neatly shin socks. And even the hairs on his legs are fully painted. They didn't need to do that, but they did it, and it's actually really, really cool. And you can actually see he's wearing more of the traditional type of wooden sandals and whatnot with the white socks, and that just looks really, really cool. So we do get some interchangeable head sculpts. We do get this one head sculpt like that. This more has his little man bun thing going on, a little samurai bun with the chops and a little more straightforward look. That's the one that comes in the box, and that one has a little more of the samurai feel, which I do like, and I'll probably be displaying that one. And then we do get this one with the hair more tatted up, more Wolverine-esque, a little more, snarly and whatnot, a little messy hair. That's a little more, Wolverine that you're used to. So that's very cool, and that's a really good display option. That's a head that we haven't received with these figures yet. I do believe that one comes with a upcoming Logan figure, I'm not sure, but that is new to the line that we first have. What I do like is that if you wanted to, you can take this head off just like that on your standard ball peg, and you could bring in, say, your yellow suit Wolverine, your tiger stripe Wolverine, pop the head off of that guy, and pop it onto this one. And they're all interchangeable with each other, and if you wanted that head for this suit, you can do that, which I think is great. That's a really cool option that they've given us when it comes to mixing and matching parts with all these different figures, so I like that a ton. Alright, we also do got some interchangeable hands. We got 2 closed-fisted hands. Those come packaged in the box. Those look really, really nice. We got 2 gripping hands for holding his different swords, which are really nice, and they do hold his weapons very nice and tight. We do got the single open palm hand for his right hand. That's just from some relaxed posing and whatnot, and for action poses and things like that. And then we do get, of course, his clawed hands, because this is Wolverine, and you have to have his, signature clawed hands. So that looked really, really cool. We also do get some really cool stuff in things like his stand. I think that's pretty awesome. Instead of just like an X-Men stand with the X-Men logo, we get his claws right there with the, forming the X, which again, I say, these Mezco stands are the best stands for this scale. I mean, their stands are legit the best. We also do get his scarf right here, which is a nice stretchy material, almost like a spandex material, and this just works beautifully. There is a wire in here, so you can actually shape it and whatnot. So how this pretty much just works, you're kind of just going to rest it around his body like that, and you can just pretty much play with it in different ways, however you want to display him. So again, you can have it around the shoulders just like so, have it a little more relaxed, and that looks pretty casual and whatnot. I think that looks really, really good. You can have it where he's like covering part of his face, almost like a ninja type of thing, like he's sneaking around. I think that's a really cool display option if you want to play with it like that. Or you can even shape it to make it act like a hood of some sort, which is very cool too. And again, lots of display options just with that alone. And it's very, very nice. And how you wrap it around like this, and you can get the bendy wire, and then you can kind of get like a windswept look and whatnot. I just think that's really cool. This is a very cool accessory, and you'll see some pictures at the end with different options that I've done and whatnot. Okay, we also get 2 swords right here. 2 of his samurai weapons, which is his katana, and then his wakizashi. Now, the katana is the same sword that we've actually seen with other versions of Wolverine, like this brown suit. So if you compare these 2 together, you will actually see that they are the exact same sword, just painted differently and whatnot. Instead of the red blade of the Marumasa, we have a more silver standard katana. And then we also get the Wakizashi, which is more of a short sword, and it's pretty much the same thing, just a shorter version. I have noticed these are not curved, because straight swords tend to be more ninja-like. Samurai tend to have more curved blades, and then how these are stored, you're really just going to slide them in the belt like so, and they will actually hold on there very, very nice, and they store just like that, which is really cool. Again, very awesome display option. And again, you just get him in his little gripping hands, and he holds them in there very nice and tight, and that just works out really good. I absolutely enjoy this piece. Alright, so now I want to take a look at his articulation here. So the head and the neck are on a ball joint just like that, so you get lots of good motion in there. We do get to rotate. We look up about, not a whole lot, to be honest with you, about that far. We do get to look down a bit with the ball peg in the bottom of the neck. That works out very, very nice. We got arms can go all the way up about that far. If you play around with the material, you technically can get a full 360. Then go down and out about that far. We actually do get a butterfly joint in there, which I'm so thankful for. I love butterfly joints. We get a double jointed elbow that allows you to bend past 90 degrees, which is great. More of these figures need to come with the double jointed elbows. We get a rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist, so lots of good motion there. We get a double ball peg in the midsection going into his pecs and to his crotch area, so that rolls around, lots of good motion there. Does rotate, pivot side to side, crunches forward about that much, back very far, which I do like. We got hip joints that kick forward that much. Back about that far. Can do the splits like so. Rotation in that upper thigh. We got double jointed knees that work very nice, and he looks like he's prancing right there. We got rotation at the ankle. Ankles point up and down, and a really good ankle rocker. So overall, I think this is a magnificent piece. Like I said, I think it's perfect for something like an exclusive, something that not everyone needs to have for their collection, but it's a really cool option for people who just love certain characters and certain looks. And we finally have a samurai type of character in our Mezco collections, so I think he's very cool, and I think he is definitely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Mezco comparison, here he is standing next to the exclusive Doctor Strange and Iron Man figures. And for your Wolverine comparison, here he is standing next to all of the Wolverine Mezco 112 collective figures in my collection. And just for fun, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Mezco 112 Collective 5 Ronin Wolverine. Now overall, I think this is a beautiful action figure from Mezco. In my opinion, they've done something very special in giving us a samurai version of Wolverine. There's not a whole lot of those out there, but this piece is just very well done, with gorgeous sculpting, beautiful paint, amazingly done soft goods, great accessories, and really good articulation. This has got to be one of my favorite figures in my Mezco collection, and I think he is definitely a must get. So I give this figure a rating of 4.5 Bat Bombs out of 5. And if you're on Facebook, head over to my group, the Mezco 112 Collective Collectors, for all kinds of Mezco goodness. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.